to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's story time. Before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below. Also, make sure your post bell notifications are turned on because I'm probably going to drop this video early. Y'all know I normally upload on Thursday mornings, but I missed y'all, so this could be coming to you early. I don't know yet. Give me some time. I don't know. But you already read the title. You know what we're going to be talking about, so let's get into it. I know y'all been waiting on this story time for a really long time, but I told y'all I was going to wait to tell it. My nail's not done. Please don't do too much. I got a nail appointment on Friday. Please. Please. I wanted to wait to tell this story when I wasn't still like emotional or like felt some type of way. I don't feel any type of way about this situation anymore. I don't feel any type of way about the situation. I don't feel no type of way about my ex-best friend. I have zero feelings. It's numbness. So if I seem upset when talking about certain things, these were my feelings in the moment of I'm telling y'all like what's going on like in that moment. But it ain't no hard feelings. She had said some foul shit to me, but I just don't have the energy to be holding grudges against people and letting them take up free space in my mind and my heart, no nothing. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a good place to tell this story, so enough rambling. We gonna get into it. I know before, when I mentioned her in that one story time, I'm gonna link it somewhere up here if you haven't seen it. Go check it out. You don't gotta watch it first. I forgot what I titled it, but we was investigating like the guy she was talking to, and we found out like he was like a fraud and like a liar and all of this. I said I was gonna call her, well, I called her Snake in that video. I am so far removed from the situation, and I literally don't care so much that I'm gonna change her name. Because when I called her Snake, I was still feeling some type of way in that story. I'm not even gonna hold you. We just gonna give her a regular name at this point. I'm not gonna call her Snake. I'm not gonna do none of that, even though she was sneaky. But I'ma just call her. Damn, y'all, I had a name picked out before I said I was gonna tell this story, and I done forgot. Let's call her Britney. I got a cousin named Britney. Sister, this is not about you. You know that. I don't know why that name just popped up in my head, but we gonna call her Britney. So, little backstory about how me and Britney met. Me and Britney, which I don't know if I said this in the story about her before, but Britney used to date one of Devin's roommates. Remember I told y'all I used to live with Devin for like a couple years, and they had the apartment and it was 4 of them, and then at one point everybody had a girlfriend, so it was like 8 people living in the 4-bedroom apartment. Yeah, so Britney was one of Devin's roommate's girlfriends. And she was cool at first, like when I first met her. Quiet girl, kind of just kept to herself. But you know, once you got to know her, she was real cool. She was a vibe. So eventually her and Devin's roommate broke up, and I just didn't see Britney no more. And it's not like I was like pressed to look for her or nothing, or like we was sprint. Do my light in the back look weird? It don't too much matter if it do too late. It's not like I was like pressed to like look for her or anything, but I was just, you know, like, oh, that's unfortunate that they broke up or whatever. She was a cool girl. Like, I liked being around her. Like, she was cool. She was a vibe. So let's just say that was in like 2015, 2016. I can't remember the exact year. One of the two. Let's fast forward all the way now to, hold on, because I literally still have I still have all of our messages. Hold on. Because I think we started talking back in 2021. Yeah, 2021. And when I say I still got all our messages, y'all, I mean, yeah. So, anyways. So what happened was she went like missing off social media for a while, and I kind of like forgot about her, and then she just started popping back up on my timeline again. So I would interact with her stuff. I would, you know, comment under her pictures, like her pictures, swipe up on her stories. Like we was just back and forth with it. And then when I launched my rebrand for my swimwear line, she supported me. Like she bought some pieces off of me, and I was like really appreciative of that, because I'm like, you did not have to do that. Like I know we was cool in the past, but we weren't like friends per se. Like I know you because you used to, you know, be in a friend group or whatever, but like I really appreciated that because she really didn't have to do that. So I feel like after that, it just like took off. So after she purchased some swim pieces for me, I remember her birthday was like a couple weeks later, like a few weeks later. I sent her some money on Cash App. I was like, you know, like happy birthday, pretty, like shots on me or something like that. Like we was just real cool. So it started like taking off from there. So one day she messaged me and she was like, I know this is weird, like this is random, like out the blue, call me like whenever you get a chance or whatever, and she sent me her number. So it was basically like a situation where, like, remember I said she used to date one of Devin's roommates. They all, like, it was like a big friend group, not just roommates, it was like other people too. So basically what happened was another guy in the friend group wanted to start talking to Britney, right? And she was basically like, I think that that's kind of disrespectful how I literally used to be in a relationship with your homeboy. And the homeboy who was trying to get with Britney, I almost said her real name, was like really close to the roommate, right? So she was just like, I just find that like really disrespectful. Like, I feel like they trying to like toss me around like I'm like an object. Like, you not treating me like I wasn't your girlfriend for like a year and change, or however long they was together, I can't remember. You not treating me like I'm your ex-girlfriend. Like, you treat me like I'm just like a slide or some shit. Like, I just didn't like that. So she was just basically asking me like, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should start talking to the dude, or do you think that's weird? And I was telling her like, I wouldn't, like, the fact that he gave the homeboy the okay to talk to you, first of all, shows the type of nigga that he is and how he felt about y'all relationship. Because even if y'all not good, even if y'all was beefing, that was still like your boyfriend at the end of the day. You know, y'all was in a committed relationship. There's no way that I'm gonna be a guy and I'm gonna toss my homeboy the lob. Like, and we was in a relationship. Like, I know guys are different and that could be different for different circumstances, different people, but I thought like guys just did that on some shit like, oh, this just like you could just have like a girl like I used to like fuck around with, not a girl I was in a relationship with. So we started bonding off of that. And I remember this specific day because if you don't know this about me, I went on like a hell of a fertility journey. And I remember I had just left my fertility doctor this day, and I had found out that I was like a silent carrier for this like genetic like blood disorder. And I was just like crying in my Jeep, and like I was just like really sad. But I'm the type of person, like when somebody needs me, I like dry my tears up and I try to like be there for people who need me, even though like we didn't even like know each other. But the way like the underlying tone of the message, like when she DM'd me, it sounded like it was like of concern. So I just wanted to try to help if I could. That just goes to show the type of nice ass bitch that I am, right? So, yeah, we started talking off of that. So this is when our friendship started. We started texting. We started hanging out. I feel like after that text, we were like texting every single day after that. Okay, so, dang, I'm trying to, it's so many messages, y'all. So that probably happened, that was like the end of, hold on, let me see. Yeah, because we started talking. This was in December of 2021. It was before that? No, this was November? What? No. Oh, I'm lying. Oh, y'all, I am lying about this. Oh my gosh, I did not know that this was so long. We started communicating in April. This is April 12th, 2021 at 9:49 a.m. And she texted me, she said, hey, it's blank. And I said, hey, boo. And then she started telling me about the situation. Wow. OMG, this was so long. Okay, so yeah, so that's what happened. So after that, A month went on, and then that was when I was like relaunching like my swimwear stuff and all of that and blah blah blah. She ordered for me and stuff like this, and yeah. Okay, I'm trying to get to like when we actually started like hanging out. So it's gaps in the messages. Her birthday came, my birthday came. And then September, I went to the Cole concert, and we was supposed to go to brunch after the Cole concert, but I couldn't the next day because, like, of course, I'm front row at a Jermaine concert. My voice is gone, babe. We was bar for bar, back to back. Why would I can't talk. I can't hear myself. I have no voice. I'm screaming at Jermaine. Like, I couldn't, so I had to cancel. And blah 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 blah. Okay, so I can't, like, I'm not gonna sit here and like go through all of these messages because obviously it was too many to begin with, and I just got my timelines mixed up. So let's just fast forward to when we started hanging out. The first time we hung out, she came to a game night at our house, and it was very like uncomfortable because the guy that was trying to like talk to her, whatever, because I didn't even know he was coming. I didn't know he was coming. I would not have even like tried to set her up like that because she had made it clear like she didn't want to talk to him. The homeboy who was trying to get at her, like the friend of the roommate or the friend of the friend group, because he was our friend too. I didn't know he was coming. I would not have even like told her to come for real if I knew. I found out like last minute, and I hurried and texted her, and I'm like, hey, just to let you know, such and such is gonna be here. If you don't want to come, like, I totally understand. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. She's like, no, I'll just come. I'll just stay for like a little while. It's not that big of a deal. He made this really like bizarre, uncomfortable, uncalled for comment during game night, which prompted her to leave, and I felt really bad because like, why the fuck would you say some shit like that? I'm not gonna say what he said, but it was some really off the wall type shit. Everybody was just looking like, mind you, we're drunk and stuff, but still. So anyways, so she left. So after that, we went out. But before we went out, she had this best friend at the time. And when me and Britney started like getting close, you know those type of girls where, because I used to be this type of girl too. I don't do threes. I don't do friend groups of threes, and I'll tell y'all that in a heartbeat. Y'all know that about me. Threes never work out for me. Either it's me and you, or it's you and that person. You don't gotta mix us together. Like, threes, just me personally, they just don't work for me. Especially if I'm coming into, like, it'll be different if like we started out as a three, but if I'm coming into and making a three, definitely not. So she already had like a best friend, which I was fine with. I'm not at the time trying to like be her best friend or nothing. We just kicking it. We homies. We, you know, like getting to know each other, whatever. So I remember at one point I had just went on the best friend's page, and the best friend had blocked me. And I was like, Britney, is your homegirl good? Because, like, I don't know this girl from a hole in the wall. I don't know this girl from a can of paint. I do not know this girl at all. All I know is this is Britney's best friend. So she's like, she blocked you. I'm like, yeah, girl. So I'm sending her, like, the screenshot, like, the screen recording, like, and I know somebody be like, why would you, like, go? I'm just being nosy. Like, why would you go on her page? I'm just being nosy. So she sent it to the best friend. The best friend capped as fuck. Capped the fuck out. No, I never did that. I don't even know her. So after she did, because we're on the phone while she's texting the best friend, in real time, I'm seeing this girl unblock me. So I'm like, okay, that's a red flag. So I think that kind of like put like a bad taste in Britney's mouth, because she's like, why is you being fucking weird? And she already told me like she's a possessive ass friend, like the homegirl or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, like that's weird. I'm not trying to like take you from her, no shit like that. Like, that's just weird. So just keep this in mind. So now we're at like the end of, this had to be 2021. Now we're at the end of 2021. And we had planned on bringing in New Year's together. Like, we were going to get a section at the club. We were like sending like dress pictures back and forth, heels, like all of this, like trying to coordinate like our outfits or whatever. And this is what really like pissed me off. And this should have been like something that I took into consideration, because it was just too much. So before all of this happened, her and the best friend started having issues. Now apparently they had been having issues and I just came in at the wrong time or whatever. So I just want to show you, hold on. I'm just looking through these messages. I'm like, LMAO, OMG, blank, Brit, did I do something to your bestie? She's like, what? I'm like, I don't know her at all. I'm telling her that like she blocked me or whatever. So anyways, hold on, let me see. It's so many messages. At this point, we also had started saying like, I love you. Listen, y'all, she started it, and that was my thing. Like, we started being best friends because like she's like said it and I just didn't correct it. I just went with it and then we just became best friends. I know it's just so weird. Hold on. Dang, let me get to the messages where she was talking about the girl. Whatever, I can't find the messages, too much scrolling. So basically she was just telling me all of this girl's business, like fuck it, because I was gonna say like, oh, I'm not gonna tell the girl, but like, I literally don't give a fuck. Take that up with the messenger, not the person who received the message. So she was basically saying how like she feels like the girl, I should give her a name, let's call her Misha. So Britney was like, basically, she feels like Misha has always been jealous of her. She feels like every time like they go out, because don't get me wrong, Britney is a beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. I can never, ever, ever take that away from her. It don't matter who I talk about on this channel. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Britney is bad as fuck. Got a banging body. Beautiful, beautiful smile. She's that one, for real. I ain't even gonna hold you. I will never, ever be no hating ass bitch and be like, oh, this ugly. Never, it never gave ugly. It's 10 out of 10. But the personality is what's gonna take you down a couple notches. The inside is what's gonna, you feel me? And I'm not saying like she's like all in all like a completely terrible person, but it's just like, yeah. So anyways, she was saying how like Misha would always feel some type of way that she, as in Britney, was getting more attention from guys whenever they went out. And one thing that I did notice about Britney, like just being around her and hanging around her, she thrives off of male attention, but she's one of those girls who act like she don't care about guy attention. Like, the sole purpose of you going out tonight is to be seen by niggas, but you try to act like you're unbothered by said niggas, right? And at this time, I'm married. I'm a whole wife. Like, I'll go out with you. I'll drink. I'll dance. I'll have fun. I'm not going out to entertain niggas. If you want to do that, I'm going to quietly be your wing woman on the side. I'm not partaking in any of these activities. But don't try to make it seem like you don't care about what niggas got to say and what niggas is on when we go out. But you really do. Like, you care a lot. Deep down inside, you care a whole lot. So, she was just saying that, like, oh, she always, like, feels some type of way. And then she just, like, starts telling me all of this girl's business. Like, she was messing with a guy that like she used to mess with, and then she caught something from the guy, and how she always had BV all the time, and how she always had to use boric acid suppositories, and she had an ectopic pregnancy, and just she's telling me things. She can't dress, like, oh, this bitch, every time we go out, I do my big one, I put my shit on, this bitch looks raggedy. And like, I'm not lying, y'all. Look, hold on, because I know I can scroll to see these receipts, because she was literally like sending me pictures of the girl. Hold on. Like, damn, some of the pictures is not loading. Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna scroll real fast. Let me hold it back so y'all can't see. But she was like sending me pictures of like, this bitch can't dress. She always looked like this. She literally put on the same dusty ass leather pants, toes hanging off the front of her heels. Bitch, she got little hair. Like, just talking hella shit. Mind you, this is supposed to be her best friend, y'all. Best friend. So, I'm not even like keeping a mental note or like doing nothing. I'm just like listening to the shit. I'm just like, what? Damn, I'm not even thinking, bitch. She talking shit about her best friend, bitch. If your best friend not even off limits, bitch, she'll talk shit about anybody. She'll tell anybody's business, okay? Anybody. So I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. So long story short, their friendship like came to a complete end. And basically Misha was like, I feel like you're not a good friend. I feel like you're a hater. I feel like this. I feel like that. And I don't want to be friends no more. And Britney didn't like how she was trying to spin it like she was the bad friend when Britney felt like Misha was the bad friend. So like they was like pinning each other like to like against each other. Like I feel like you was the bad friend. No, I feel like you was the bad friend. So it was just a whole lot. And what I did say, like the way she was like telling me stuff and like what Misha was like posting, she was posting like little subliminals. Me being the friend that I am to Britney, I was like kind of getting offended because I don't know, like don't take it to social media and then like try to talk shit like about my friend. Now I'm like, oh, if I ever see that bitch, whatever. So yeah, she started talking shit about the best friend. They fell out. This should have been a red flag. So maybe I feel like whenever they fell out, she was trying to like fill a void, and maybe she was trying to replace that void that she was missing from Misha with me. So now I'm the replacement best friend, right? So we started getting like hella close. And at this point, I remember I had done I don't know if it was my second or my third IUI. If you don't know what an IUI is, go research it. And like I said, I'm on like a fertility journey. So I'm sharing with her, like we had really like close heart to heart, tearful conversations about my fertility journey up until this point. Like she knew everything, and like maybe that was my bad for sharing all of that information with her. But I feel like, especially now, if you're calling yourself my best friend, like in my eyes, there's nothing that I don't trust you with. I'm not the type of person to make somebody like earn my trust. It's like I'm giving you my trust until you show me I can't trust you. So I was telling her everything, like things nobody knew. The only person that knew about these things was like Devin and my mama. Nobody knew these things about me. So I'm sharing with her like everything, like how I feel, we wasted money, this not working, like da 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 da. So long story short, she was there, not there with me during my appointment, but she came to my house like after, like the day that I had my second or third IUI, which ended up working. I got pregnant from that IUI, but I ended up having a miscarriage at like 5 weeks, like 5.5 weeks. And I felt like even though she was like my best friend, I kind of like didn't want to share that with her. Like it kind of just like came out because she was like asking me like updates like every week, like how are you feeling? Because I'm not gonna say that she was just asking me like about it, like every week, like how are you feeling, like da 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 this, and like I was telling her like, oh, like it's too soon to take like a pregnancy test, or I took one, it was positive, oh my god, da da da. I was kind of hesitant about telling her that I had a miscarriage just because I don't know why. Well, I do know why. This is like my intuition. The first thing that came to mind, like I don't want to tell her because she told me all Misha's business and I don't want her to go and tell my business. But then I was like, but no, I'm her best friend. But then I'm like, but Misha was her best friend. So I didn't want to like tell her at first. It just came out, and she was like very like empathetic. I was crying, she was hugging me like, it's okay, like you're gonna be such a great mom one day, like it's fine. And this is gonna be so ironic when y'all hear like the end of this story. Please keep this in mind. She was very empathetic, very sympathetic, just very like sorry, there for me, what can I do, anything you need, I got you, whatever. And I kind of just like didn't want to like sit in my sadness because this was just not my first rodeo with the whole fertility thing. This was my first miscarriage though, I will say that was my first miscarriage, and it fucked me up for a really long time. But yeah, I kind of just like wanted to like move on. I didn't want to like talk about it for too long. I just wanted to keep it pushing or whatever. So we moved on from that. Now we going out, we partying, we going to clubs, we drinking, we hanging out during the daytime, we going to the mall, we shopping, we doing all of this stuff, right? So I just noticed about her that like every time we would hang out, it was always like either we was always talking shit about girls around Orlando, her friends included. Hold on, I'm gonna get to the second friend because she also had another friend that I know too much about unwillingly. Or she was always talking about dudes. Now let me just pause right here, because I mentioned this in another story time, just like off the rip. Britney has a reputation around Orlando for being a toot, the toot, and not so much like she work in a corner, but just she receives things from men, like whether that's money, whether that's gifts, whether that's trips, whether that's whatever, in return for sexual acts or favors, right? And I didn't believe that for the longest amount of time, because I'm like, it's no way. She don't even look like the type. Like, there is literally no way. This was before I was like getting to know her. And I would just be like, there's no way that's true. And Devin was telling me like, hey, you might want to like chill out, like hanging around her because you don't want to be like associated with that type of stigma. And I'm just like, there's no way that somebody would think I'm a toot because I hang out with a toot. That don't got nothing to do with me. But like, she's not a toot though. So that we don't have nothing to worry about because she's not that. So, and when I say every single time we would hang out, y'all, it's more than 2 hands worth of guys that she's telling me about. And these are guys that she's sleeping with. Like, oh, I'ma fuck with this nigga. I'ma do something with this nigga. He gonna get me XYZ. He gonna give me some money. He gonna send me some money. He gonna send me on a trip. The guy, the fraud guy that I talked about in that one story time, she was humping on him in hopes that he was gonna get her some heels and sneakers and bags and like all of this stuff. Like, that's like the definition of a toot. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's sexual favors in exchange for money or gifts, correct? Like, it don't matter how you try to like twist it, make it look cute, try to make it seem classy. No, if a nigga wanted to, no. Because the way she would try to make it seem, the way she would try to make it seem is like, oh, they just tricking. To me, tricking is a nigga gonna give you something without you giving something up. Like, tricking is a nigga gonna blow a bag on me and I didn't even have to give him a kiss in the mouth. I didn't have to open my legs. I didn't have to do nothing. Baby, you are humping and then receiving something on the back end. That's a toot. So, I'm kind of like getting uncomfortable at this point because like I said, y'all, I'm married at this time. Babe, I don't know nothing about that. Like, and it just became like very, very, very overwhelming. It was just like, we could never just like hang out and we talk about how blessed we are. We can never just hang out and talk about how good stuff is going in life. It was always some drama with her, and she kept talking about Misha. I'm like, for somebody who does not care about this girl, why are we talking about her every single time we talk? Literally every single time we link up, every single time we hang out, every single time we send a voice note, every single time we get a phone call, every single time we get on FaceTime, Misha is brought up. I'm tired of talking about Misha. I'm exhausted at this point. So she has another friend who I don't feel like giving her a name. We just gonna call her friend. She gets to telling me like, oh, now she has problems with this friend. Like, it was like some brunch for Mother's Day that was supposed to be happening because the friend is the mom, and she was supposed to go, and then like some miscommunication happened to where like Britney like ended up being like with her mom, and then the other friend thought she was coming to her thing, so they like got like kind of like got into it a little bit. And like, because Britney felt some type of way, which if this is your friend, you should communicate this to your friend. Like, I feel like we shouldn't text over this because text can get misconstrued, y'all don't know the tone of a text. That's why I'm so big on like face-to-face communication, or like call me or something. I hate to argue over a text. This should have been some communication that they had amongst themselves, but instead she's bringing me into it essentially because she's telling me all of this girl's business. So because they had this little argument or whatever you want to call it, Britney gets to telling me, oh, friend has been with this guy for almost 12 years. She's still not married. She still don't have a ring. They don't have a house. He be putting his hands on her. Like, all of this information is so unprovoked. He be cheating on her. He be dogging her out. And I'm just like, okay, at this point, this girl has like mental notes about things that people probably shared with her, like in confidence. Like the things that she was telling me about Misha, these were probably things that you were sharing with your best friend in confidence. Like, who the fuck is gonna plaster to the whole Orlando, hey y'all, I get BV every single week for like months straight. I don't know what's wrong with my coochie. Who's gonna say like this? That's like stuff that you tell your best friend, like your homegirl, on some shit like, I can trust my bitch, she ain't gonna like go run her mouth about this, like I don't feel judged, no nothing, but you running and telling me. So I'm just like, OMG, because like, and the pregnancy thing was really like the only like intimate, like super serious, like secretive thing she knew about me, because at this point I was watching what I was saying around her, because I didn't know if, well, I feel like I did like know deep down in my heart, but I wasn't sure if she was gonna run and tell my business. So I was just very selective about what I told her. And she was the type to always like be like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with you? Girl, nothing, I'm good. I'm always good. As far as you're concerned, I'm always good. I don't wanna, no, we're not doing that. OMG, I thought my camera was not recording. I was literally finna cry real tears. So where was I at? She was telling me about the friend. I remember because we was like sitting in like Wingstop or something, or like some place. Like she was just telling me all this girl business. I'm just like, wow, like y'all should really like work that out. That's crazy. I'm so sorry. Like she going through that. That's weird. Whatever. I'm trying to like give y'all like all of these like different situations before I get to like how we fell out. Another thing that rubbed me the wrong way, one time, me, Britney, and Devin's sister, because I invited Devin's sister out, we all went out one night, and I just didn't like how she was like treating Devin's sister. She wasn't like being like mean per se, but it was very like, oh, I'm not trying to like include her in me and you. Like she like messing up our vibe. This is supposed to be like freaking frack, and you brought somebody to like third wheel. And I would just have to like constantly keep trying to like make sure my sister-in-law was good. Like, you good? Like, you straight? Like, let's get a shot. Let's get a drink. Let's do, like, just including her and stuff. And Britney just was not like feeling the vibes. Like, she's one of those like females who say she don't judge females. Like, she wants you to think she's a girl's girl, but she's very judgmental. Like, it's like very like nice, nasty. Like, I'm so happy that like I took communication classes and I took psychology classes, because I can clock it, baby. I can read you before you even open your mouth. I already feel your energy. I feel your vibe. That's just me being an empath, me being hypervigilant. Like, I notice everything. Like, you can tell me you a girl's girl, but I see you for who you really are. You're not a girl's girl. You're really not. You're very nice, nasty. You talk shit about people. You want people to think you're this bubbly angel, sweet girl, so innocent, so happy, so this, but you're really like rotten inside. You're evil. You're rotten inside. You really are. And like, I like prayers out to you, babe, because I would hate to be like that. So I just didn't like how she was treating Devin's sister that whole night. And also, she was dealing with this guy. Now, more beef. So she was dealing with this guy that she had been in a relationship for a long time, been in a relationship with for a long time, and they was like back and forth, on and off. Sometimes they would be good, sometimes they would. It was just like a lot of bullshit. And apparently he started messing with this other girl in Orlando, and the way that, because this was not the first girl or one of the first girls that like I have stalked for her, for a guy that she was talking to. Because another, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So basically, he was in a relationship with this other girl, and then he broke up with her, and then he started entertaining Britney again, but then the other girl was still in love with the guy. So literally, when I tell y'all, every single day she would call me and like be like, have you seen the girl's page? Because I think the girl had blocked her at this point. So she would like tell me to go check the girl's page. Have you seen the girl's page? Has she posted anything on her story? Like, has she like, have you seen like his arm tattoos like in the background? Like just doing a whole bunch. And apparently the guy has a kid, and the girl, you know, they was in a relationship, obviously, like she and the kid like too, she was still like be posting about the kid, like posting it on his birthday and just like, oh, I miss you so much, like our little family, just like saying stuff to like really like get under Britney's skin. So I'm stalking this girl every single day for her, sending her screenshots. It was just too much. So at one point, when we was leaving the club that night, when Devin's sister had came out with us, she was blowing up the nigga phone and he was not answering. So me being the drunk best friend that I am, I'm like, bitch, his house is on the way back to my house, because she had came and picked us up and dropped us back off. His house is on the way to my house. Let's just pull up. Y'all, we drunk at this point. Keep this in mind. We drunk. She like, you think I should pull up for real? We pull up to this man's apartment complex. I hop out, no shoes on. She hop out. We get to beating on this nigga door, beating down his door. She like, I know he got a bitch in there. I'm fully prepared to fight. I'm fully prepared in my drunk mind to take a bitch down this night. Fully prepared. Absolutely 100%. I'm drunk, y'all. I'm drunk. And I'm not even thinking in my head, you willing to fight for this bitch who you calling your best friend, you thinking she this loyal ass, great ass best friend. Whole time, this bitch is holding animosity towards you that you're not even gonna find out till some months later. I'm willing to get in the field with a bitch for you. The whole time, you've been building up resentment and animosity and just evilness towards me. So it ended up being where like he didn't come to the door, obviously, of course. I don't think it was a girl there, because he was calling her like when she was dropping us off, and he was like, oh, I was asleep, pull back up, whatever. She went over there, probably humped him. He probably gave her something. I'm just kidding, I don't know. And yeah, another time, another one of Devin homeboys, because Devin know the whole motherfucking Orlando, okay? Another one of Devin homeboys was talking to her, and she wanted to like take him serious, and it ended up being where he just wanted to like hump on her. I think they went on like a couple dates, and then he started back talking to his ex. So now she done got her little feelings involved, which I thought you was supposed to be big pimping, big player, never get your feelings involved, never get your feelings hurt. I'm stalking this girl for months, y'all. Literally every single time we would talk, can you go check the girl page? Oh, I don't want to be in her views. Just go, because I'll look at somebody's story. I don't give a damn if you see me in the story views. Yes, I'm in the motherfucking story views. Yes, I am. Oh my God. I hope I don't have a white ring around my lip. Yes, I'm in them story views. I do not care. So it just became very like exhausting. It became very like mentally draining, emotionally draining. Every single time we talk, I know it's gonna be some drama. I know it's gonna be some type of negativity. We're gonna be talking shit about somebody. It just became too much for me. Now this is when I kind of like saw her for who she was, because remember, and at this point she's still talking hella shit about Misha. Now this was towards the end of our friendship. One day we coming back from the mall, and she driving, I'm in the passenger seat, and she was like, guess what? So I'm like, what? Mind you, at this point, oh, it's fuck Misha, I hate Misha, that bitch can never, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, just talking hella shit. You done called this girl so many names, she ugly, she can't dress, she do this, she do that. I thought it was team fuck Misha, like we hashtag we hate Shine. I thought it was team fuck Misha, right? Why the fuck I'm in her damn car, and she said Misha reached out to me and she wanted to meet up, like she wanted to like go have dinner and meet up. So I'm like, well, why the fuck she want to do that? So apparently the other friend that she was telling me all like talking shit, like telling me all her business, she wanted them, because they was all friends, right? She wanted them to get back cool so all of them could start hanging out again as a group. So she was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. My thing is, if it's team fuck Misha, why would your immediate response to that be, hell no? I thought it was fuck Misha. Why would you want to meet up with her when you done talk shit from Timbuktu about this girl for the last, I don't even know how many months, almost a year. What are you talking about? So I'm like, Britney, what is you saying right now? Like, she was like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, it's obvious that maybe you was just speaking from a place of hurt, because it's giving like you miss this girl. And she was like, no, I don't miss her. I'm like, would you ever be friends with her again? And she kind of like hesitated. She was like, no, I don't think so. Because you paint her out to be public enemy number one. I got beef with this bitch now because of what she did to you. Like, I got beef because I done forgot to mention, I got beef with the bitch because of what she did to her. Meaning, Misha was out here like spreading like hella rumors about Britney. Like, I'm not gonna even get into, but just talking hella shit. Which, I mean, like, Britney was doing the same thing, but just talking hella shit about the girl. I'm like, I got beef with bitch now. What do you mean you don't know if you would ever be friends with her again? Bitch, no. You drew that line in the sand. We are team fuck Misha. So she was just like, I don't know. I'm like, so if you go to the lunch or whatever, or the dinner or whatever, take me with you. Right? Take me with you. Yeah, take me with you because I'm on that. Yeah, take me with you. So she was just like, I'm probably not going to go. Okay. So this is towards the end of our friendship, y'all. Hold on. Girl, get off my phone. I'm always talking about something. Hold on. Let me go towards the end of the messages. Oh, okay. So she was planning a little thing for her birthday, right? This is in June of 2022. She was planning something for her birthday, and she was saying she was gonna like have like a little staycation to get an Airbnb. I said, yeah, that should work. We might have something to do that morning, but we could come after. And I said, who all are you gonna invite? And she said, so that's why I asked you first. Because at this point, also, I don't like the other friend just because she like bucked up at Britney and just, she was saying like some real disrespectful shit. And I'm just like, I just rather not be around like that type of negativity. So she was saying all the people that she was gonna invite, and she said possibly friend, like the second friend, not Misha, but the other friend. And I said, if you do invite her, I wouldn't come, to be honest. I don't want to be around somebody like that. I get that that's your friend, and I can't or won't tell you who to have relationships with. However, I just rather not be in the same space as her now that I know what I know. She said, I prefer your presence over hers. That's why I asked you first, to be honest. And then, why did I say that? Whatever. So this is literally the end of our friendship this day. And this is all the same day. Something just told me, this is all June 4th, 2022. Something just told me, check her page. Because mind you, Misha and Britney had stopped following each other on Instagram. Like, we would like go on her page sometime, like talk about like, oh, look what this bitch got on. She looking like a mess, blah, blah, just talking shit. Something just told me, go on Britney page and check her followers. Go on Britney page, check her followers. Then go on Misha page and check her followers, right? So I'm not going to show y'all, just y'all can see from back here. I sent a screenshot of Misha's page, and it said, followed by Britney. I said, huh? She said, yeah, she followed me yesterday morning. I followed back. I said, laugh my ass off. Yeah, you got it. And this is why I felt some type of way. She said, you mad for me for following her back? Yes. You have talked so much shit about this girl. Literally, so much stuff I know about this bitch unwillingly. And I'm not saying somebody can't feel what they feel, be mad, whatever, and then get back cool, y'all reconcile, whatever. But the way you was dogging this girl the fuck out and saying it's team fuck her, I would never be friends with her, and you ain't even tell, not saying that she owed me nothing, you had to run something by me like I'm your mama, but it was just like, the way you talked about this girl the way that you really talked about this girl, and then because the follow was just like the begin, like it was giving like, now y'all back commenting under each other pictures, y'all liking each other pictures and shit. Like that was just like, I really felt like, wow, I cannot be friends with this girl, because she will literally go and tell my business to the next bitch. Misha probably knew a whole bunch of stuff about me that I shared with Britney. At this point, that made me feel some type of way. And you could call me petty, you can call me childish, you could call me whatever, but I feel how I feel, just like she can feel how she feel. The way that you sat up here and dogged this girl out for months, bro, months. And then you trying to reconcile a friendship? I said as much cash money shit, in all caps, you have talked to me about this damn girl. Yeah, it's weird that you followed her. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. She said there's no beef there. Since when? Since when? At one point, you was so teed up about this girl. You was like, if I ever see that bitch, it's on sight with her. It's on sight. If I ever see this bitch downtown, it's up with her. Now there's no beef? Since when? Since when was the beef squashed? When did this happen? I was just telling her, she told me all this girl's business. I told you, I told you if you ever let that bitch back into your life after what she did to you, I can't do it. It's weird as fuck, and I can't let that shake. I don't give a fuck if I don't have beef with someone. I'm not about to follow them on social media to keep up with their life after I dog them out to the next person. And that was a valid point to me. Why, if y'all not friends, because she literally said, I just followed her back. I'm not interested in being friends with her again. She apologized because Misha wanted to be friends again. She said, she apologized. I told her I'm not interested in being friends. That's all. Why would you want, and people are weird like this on social media still to this day. It's plenty of people who will be the first people 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds in. So watch my story, never like a post, never engage, never comment on nothing. But you, the first person to watch something that I put on Instagram, that's weird to me. Why would you be following somebody that you don't want to talk to, don't want to be friends with, don't want to hang out with, don't nothing? You have no interest. Why would you want to follow her? That was what I was saying. You claiming that you don't want to be friends with her. So why follow her on social media? That don't make no sense to me. Like, that literally...
And I also just want to preface this by saying it also made me feel some type of way because Britney is such a private person. Her page was like private at the time, and like it was really only people on her Instagram who she had close personal relationships with. Like that you would want to like keep it, because like it's something about her that I'm purposely not mentioning because I'm not gonna do that. That's too below the belt for me. But it's certain stuff that she would show on her page that only like a select amount of people she would want to see. So my thing is, if you don't want to be friends with somebody and you don't want them in your life and you don't want to hang out with them, you don't want nothing to do with them, why would you want them on your social media page? You feel me? Like, that didn't make sense to me. So, yeah, I felt some type of way. I'm not going to hold you.
It really don't make no sense to me. You don't want to be friends, but you want to keep up with her. You want to see what she got going on. That does not make sense to me. I'm not going to get into all of this. And I could have just been, like, really emotional. And I just said... it would be different if you didn't tell me as much as you did about old girl. Like, it would be different if, because you know, sometimes, especially like girls, we're very like emotional and emotions be heightened and we're very sensitive. And sometimes you just say things in the heat of the moment. If I ever felt like a time where like, oh, I fell out with somebody and it's possible that we could rekindle something and we could get our friendship back, I would never get on this camera and dog out Sparkle. I would never get on this camera and dog out Mercedes. I would never get on this camera and dog out Nah. I would never get on this camera and dog out anybody who I call, like even Britney, I will never tell y'all shit that she's shared with me in confidence. I will never, ever, ever get on this bitch and dog out nobody who I ever called my sister or my best friend. Literally. Ever. 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 It don't matter how bad we fell out. We could have said the most hateful shit. I will never do it. If you felt like there was even an inkling of a chance that y'all could get back cool, why would you sit up here and tell me all of this girl business? Why would you sit up here and try to paint a picture of this girl to make me dislike her, to make me feel some type of way about the bitch? But you claim y'all, you don't want to be friends with her, but you follow her on social media. And I know, like, looking back on this now, how old I am now, it's just social media, who gives a fuck? But back then, I gave a fuck. Because what you want to keep up with the bitch for? Now it's, oh, it's innocent. Oh, she just I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. You talk so much shit about so many people who you are friends with, and I take that as a red flag. You are not supposed to talk shit about people that you are friends with. You're not. You're literally not. You're not supposed to do that. I cannot trust you. I can't trust you with my feelings. I can't trust you with private information. I can't trust you with sensitive information. I just can't trust you. I can't do it. So respectfully, I ended the friendship there, right? I ended the friendship there, and I said, you know, I love you. And I really did love the girl. I really did love her. I really did, y'all. I really did. Literally, I really did. Even if she did talk shit, even if she did move the way she did, even if she was a toot, it don't matter. Like, my love and my care for her was always genuine. It wasn't nothing that bitch could ever ask me for, and I wouldn't give it to her. Literally, right hand on the Bible, on Jesus Christ. So that hurt me, because if you can do that to her, and she was your best friend for way longer than me, and you've been best friends, you could do that. So you could switch up on me any day and then try to spin the block. Fuck no. I just was not interested. I was not in a space in my life where I can even like entertain anything like that. I don't want to do it. And I hate to do this to y'all. But this is just the first part. I'm going to leave it right here, because the second part is going to be how me and her almost, I told the bitch to pull up and everything. Like, so we're going to leave it right here. We're going to get into what happened in part 2. And I'm going to tell you how I felt after that and all of that. But yeah, we almost got it cracking, for sure we did. So yeah. Tune in on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z to see what happened with that. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and drop a comment. Y'all know we do pink hearts, we do lollipops, we do ice cream cones. Just leave anything, honestly. Give this video a thumbs up. If you don't do nothing else, please just give the video a thumbs up. Please give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. Turn on your post bell notifications. Go join the membership. Send me a confession. Do something. Go brush your teeth. Do something. Do something. Go wash your ass. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, or when am I going to drop this? I'm going to see y'all whenever I drop the confessions video, because I got to do that. And then I'm going to see y'all next week for part 2. So tune in. Bye, y'all.